What's this? Do I have to point to the cup like you did, or was that just a joke? What if I was like, behind the cup is my middle finger?
Yeah.
It's a pretty hot spot.
Don't look directly into it.
Yeah.
I don't even know who I am anymore. Hi, I am Emilee Bryant. I am a coffee educator and the 2019 New York World Latte Art Champion. And this is Behind the Cup. That's a really good question, actually. The motivation behind me staying in coffee is people I've worked with in shops, some of these people I'm gonna have at my wedding if I ever get married. Just deeply personal. It's very rewarding when you can get into a job and you're not really at a job, you're with family. And educating, I want to be able to educate and give people knowledge they don't have on their own, or it would take them a while to get, so that they can learn it faster than it took me to learn it, and we can forward the industry together. I also really love coffee. I didn't realize I was gonna like it as much as I did. I'm a huge coffee and tea drinker. I don't wanna say I couldn't live without it, but you might not like me very much if I didn't have it. My drink of choice for coffee is narrowed into so many categories. It depends on where I'm at. One of my favorite types of coffee is diner coffee. There's nothing wrong with smoky, classic coffee. It's very nostalgic. It's the way I first learned to drink coffee with my grandmother when I was 12, and I hated it, but it stuck with me ever since, and it reminds me of spending time with her. Otherwise, if I'm in a cafe, I might get an espresso, but I often see things that will dissuade me from buying milk or espresso from a cafe, and I usually opt for tea. I'm actually a big matcha drinker. Don't tell anybody. It's not supposed to say that. Damn it. So yeah, cup of drip coffee, and if I'm feeling really indulgent, something sweet. There's nothing wrong with a nice vanilla latte. They're quite delicious, and on a hot summer's day, they're exactly what you want. I like French presses, and I really like cuppings, because cuppings you get all of the flavors of the coffee that you're gonna get from the coffee. Don't get over intimidated, do exactly what you're doing. My career has led me to a place where I can inspire others and teach others. I really like sharing something with people. So to younger Emilee, don't change a thing, and be a little nicer to people. You can always be nicer to people. I had just moved to Houston, Texas after having lived in the woods for many years. I didn't really know much about coffee or people. I was not a coffee hipster at the time. I was more of a coffee hippie at the time, entering the industry. And I had to get a job, and I got this job at a pastry shop. And the first time I smelled an espresso, when they were teaching me that you can understand something about coffee just by your nose, was one of the moments that really hooked me. And then I went home and I just researched a ton of stuff. And I remember being deeply bitten by the coffee bug. It was like pussing up out of my hand. I was bitten so hard. And for those next few months, I obsessed over it.
All right,
Hey.
this is your 1 minute.
Oh shit.
You can say whatever you want to the
What
camera.
am I gonna say, Harvey?
Doesn't matter.
If I can, I'd like to say something to newcomers in coffee, anybody who's just getting into the business of service industry or coffee in general. Have some patience. There's a lot to learn, and you are going to approach some people in your career that may not make it feel worth being in your career. But on the other side of the horizon, there are amazing people in coffee. You will make amazing relationships with people. It can be a lifelong career if you dedicate yourself in that way. Honestly, you can do anything with your life if you dedicate yourself in that way. Don't take a second away from yourself, and be present and enjoy your time. Enjoy the time you have with others. Enjoy the drinks you're drinking, the sensation of warm and cold. Please drink water. Yes, drink coffee to sustain the industry, but also if you've had too much coffee, don't drink too much coffee, and please enjoy life if you can. That's the idea. That's what we're all trying to do. This just happens to be a topic revolved around a cup of coffee. At the end of the day, we're all having a great time on this weird little rock, and we're playing around, and we're making jokes, and that's the kind of world I like. So did I smash the cup?
Well, it's so
now?
funny, gets everyone. That was